Oh, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember. Do y'all remember we did live and we were talking about Kia want them on that hill and the Lance? Let me see. I think I still got it. We were talking about Kia want them on that hill and the man that supposedly kidnapped her when she was 14 or 15 sexually assaulted her, and she had a baby from that encounter, right? Do anybody remember that? This the charge right here. This was the charge right here. The charge was from 7/1/2008. Now she had a son, right? Now Lance went over there on 2K Live. Lance said, hey, that never happened. That ain't how that happened. She's lying. They took pictures in the car. They was looking all chummy. Kia told her son he was a product of rape. Her son was born in December, right? So y'all remember Con calling out nonsense was going to bat for Kia. That's our friend. That's what you're supposed to do, right? And I kept saying, like, no, if she was kidnapped, which I think the murder was like September the 9th or September the 10th or something like that. If she was kidnapped in September, 2 weeks after the murder in 2007, her baby wouldn't have been able to be born in December of no year, not 2007 or 2008. I said, that's just not adding up. So Con was like, oh, maybe her dates is off, maybe her dates is off, maybe her dates is off. Now, me and Con had a conversation on the back end. You know, she was like, yeah, you know, she's going through trauma. I said, you know what, cool, that's her friend. Con even came online. She was over there on Kia Live, and I'm not gonna repeat nothing that Con didn't say on the live. She said kids go through a lot. The dates off. She was going through trauma. Woo. Me, cause I'm nosy. I just like to know shit. I put in a FOIA request. I put this in the beginning of it may have been the end of December. It may have been the end of December. I put this in. I worked very closely with the lady who gave me this paperwork. It was actually two ladies because I got two different reports. I worked very closely with the lady that gave me one of the reports, and the other one, the lady sent me out some other information because I needed some dates. Because that was the initial request was for the dates because I needed to know what was going on with these dates. Which, like I told y'all, I believe a victim until I know otherwise, right? Now her son was born in December. She told us her mama didn't find out until she was 5.5 months. From my recollection, she told me, she said on a lie that she went on to have a healthy, normal pregnancy full term, right? Now, when I got this, I was a little confused, y'all. I was a tad bit confused, right? Because the dates did not add up. What we seen on these charges in King and Queen Circuit Court, which, by the way, this was hell. Getting this shit was hell. So shout out to the ladies that got me this paperwork because they went through hell. It video, images, all type of shit. So they had to go through a lot to get me this paperwork. But they did a big one and they got me the paperwork. Now, the dates don't add up. These dates on here, this say the same things they say on there. It say July 1st, 2008. July 1st, 2008 is when said abduction or kidnapping took place. And I can upload this for y'all if y'all want to. I'll upload, which one? I'm not gonna upload nothing with her personal information on it. So I can upload just this initial summary thing because I think he got the date on it just to show y'all that that's not what happened. But it's an ass some more shit in here. Like the story don't even add up. She was 16 at the time though. She was not 15 at the time. She was 16 at the time of the kidnapping. She wasn't 14. She wasn't 15. She was 16. I got the juvenile report to prove that too. Which I was kind of shocked that they would give anything on a juvenile. At the time, she was 16, he was 20. I can tell y'all with great confidence because I'm looking right here at the paper to tell me such. She was 16, he was 20 when this kidnapping took place. Yeah, that was in September. She had her baby in December, so that would have meant if he is the father of her child, I don't know. I don't know if he's the father of her child. If he is the father of her child, they was having sex long before he kidnapped her, months before he kidnapped her, because she wasn't kidnapped until July. Her son was born in December. So, and the only reason why I say this is because this is so fucked up for this to be a lie you told and for your son to think he's a product of rape. That's the initial reason why I looked into it, because for this to be the lie you chose to tell and your son to be, yeah, it is. Your son to be thinking that he's a product of rape. And to have these images of his dad, which, by the way, his dad is not a motherfucking good dude. I looked at some of the charges this Negro got. He ain't a good motherfucking dude. Let's just say that nigga is off the fucking chain. But all that aside, Do he deserve to have that jacket on him where you saying you was 14, 15 and he had sex with you when you was underage, he raped you? And I'm not saying she wasn't raped when he kidnapped her. I'm just saying, going off of the dates that are in this report and the information I have in this report, her son isn't a product of rape. Not that rape anyway. Not that particular rape anyway. That happened in July. That happened July the 1st to be. And I know this is her. This is not Kia's. This is not Kia's information. This is me actually going in from King and Queen Circuit Court for Lance Dominique Atkins. This particular case here, not only this case, it was a couple of cases because I gave them a broad overview. I gave them X for 2007, 2008, and 2009. Any crimes that would correlate with the information I was looking for. Which one of the ladies, she gave me the information from this right here, which was just the incident report and information pertaining to that. And then the other lady did the legwork to make sure that in 2007, 2008, and in 2009, there are no correlating crimes that Mr. Atkins committed that would have been seen as a abduction, a rape, a kidnapping, any of that. There are no correlating crimes that would match with this one. Not to mention, Kia's name is listed in here. She's listed as K Hill in all of these documents. She was a minor, so her name is listed as K Hill in all of these documents for Lance Atkins. I didn't pull up anything pertaining to Kia. Everything that I pulled up, I went asking for information on Lance Atkins. I didn't ask for any information on Kia. I didn't ask for not one piece of paperwork on Kia. I didn't ask for an incident report, a police report. I didn't ask for from Kia. No background check on Kia, nothing. Everything I requested came from Lance Atkins. That is it. So anything pertaining to Lance Atkins that had to do with a kidnapping, the contributing to the delinquence of a minor, fucking jaywalking with a motherfucking kid, whatever it was within that time frame, I wanted information on. And what I did was I went through and I found the actual police report. I went through and I found the actual information that had K Hill on it, that had Kia's information on it. And it proved that she was lying the whole time. This is why I don't believe people until I see proof or it for myself. No, sorry about it either. So listen, that fake distraught shit don't work with me, especially when I got black and white. And not only do I have black and white from one motherfucking institution, I have it from two. These two women did not work in the same office. They did not know each other. They worked in two different departments. I received this information. This is not a lie. It's not a lie. I'm not gonna try to justify it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna post. Let me make sure. I'm gonna make sure if I tell y'all I'm gonna post this because I don't want to put out none of her information. Okay. Yeah. I can post this. I can post this. But I mean, it's just disappointing. And I know this is it. It says the mother car reported the front door open. Someone came in her window. Daughter K Hill is missing. Think that Lance Atkins came into the house and took her. This is literally, it has the time. The call was received on July 1st at 6:48. Dispatch date, because it was called in as a non-emergency. Dispatch date is the 1st of July, 6:48, because that's when they dispatched the officer out. The officer arrived at 8:03 because it was a non-emergency call. It was called in as a non-emergency. And then once he got there and they cleared it to where no other officer needed to come out, that was merely, I think, about 15 minutes later at 8:21. So this officer was on the scene speaking with her mother, or it's right here. It's right here. Now, Rose, I had the same question. Why lie about it? I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna lie. This has been her storyline for so fucking long. I just don't think she thought anybody would fact check her. Like I don't think she thought anybody would fact check her. But for this to be the lie you told on somebody is crazy. For you to lie about being sexually assaulted, but not sexually assaulted. You ain't lying about being sexually assaulted because I wasn't there. I don't know if you were sexually assaulted. But for you to lie about your son being a product of the sexual assault that took place during this said kidnapping is wild to me. Now, one or two things she can get on here and say. She can get on here and say, I had my baby at 5 months. July, August, September, October, November. I had my baby at 5.5 months, which you already told us your mama didn't find out until you was 5.5 months, and then you went on and had a healthy pregnancy. She can get on here and tell us she had her baby at 5.5 months, or I don't know. I don't know why tell a lie. I don't know why tell this particular lie when not only does one institution have the same paperwork, the other one does too. And these dates, there's not one mistake. Like you can find like a mistake in the date or a mistake in the time. I went through yesterday. I've had this paperwork for a couple of days. I had it and I looked over it. I seen it and I was like, I instantly like, oh, this whole line. She lying. And I put it up. I really didn't even look at it. I took time yesterday and I looked at it yesterday and I went through. I looked at dates. I looked at times just to see was there any inconsistencies anywhere. When I say this was probably one of the better put together cases or incident reports or witness statements, this was probably one of the best I've seen in I've requests, because you can typically find one misprint or one where the date is wrong. There's not one. There's literally not one at all. There's not one. Sounds like she told mama around 4 months, maybe more. It makes sense that that's when the baby was born in December, almost 5 months later. Sounds like no. She said she told her mama at 5.5 months, and then she went on to have a normal, healthy pregnancy. She's never said anything about having her son early. She never said nothing. She said that she told her mama at 5.5 months. She never said I had my son early. That's I've never heard that. Now she can come on here and say, oh, I had him at 5.5 months. So but that's not. And I think if I don't got it, I think Dramas and Doobies has the some clips from the interview that'll correlate with what she said about her pregnancy. I think we do. I think that page is down now, so that the interview ain't archived nowhere. But I'm pretty sure we have some clips that correlate with that baby wasn't born at 5.5 months. She attention seeker, but to make up a lie like that. And I think and I think like the reason why, I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I went and looked, right? It wasn't to pick sides. It wasn't to make Kia look like a bad guy. It wasn't to say, oh yeah, this bitch be out here lying. I think it resonated with me because her son is an African American male, right? And he does not have the best father. Like, from what I have read, Lance is not the best motherfucker for you to have a baby by. Like, he's already behind the gun. Like, I would not want Lance to be my fucking daddy, yo. Like, I swear to God, I would rather motherfucking Big Bird off Sesame Street be my goddamn daddy. I would not want Lance to be my daddy. So hearing that not only is Lance your fucking daddy, and this nigga was on motherfucking America's Most Wanted. I almost said America's Got Talent. This nigga got charges. Fuck America Got Talent. This nigga got some charges on his ass. Not only was your daddy like all over the news, laid out like this nigga did some wild ass shit, then to find out you was a product of rape, like I just could only imagine how that shit played on the mental of a child. That's what initially made me look into it, because I'm like, I can't believe it. Like, the whole she got in her story, I could not imagine a mother lying about her child being a product of rape, knowing who the fuck that baby daddy is, knowing who the fuck his daddy is, to then not only place your son further behind the gun, you lied to him all his life about who the fuck his daddy was. Then you lied on his actual daddy and said that his daddy raped you, kidnapped you, raped you, and he was a product of that rape. Mind you, I'm not saying that she was not kidnapped and raped. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying her son was a product of that. That is a lot for a child to deal with. To know, like, I'm here because my daddy, this sick motherfucker, took advantage of my mama. There's a lot of people though on this internet that will take other people's stories and use it as their own and lie for attention, sympathy, all that. Come down to even money sometimes. This is crazy. This is crazy to me. And I think, like, I don't know, because even, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. Even when I on the back end, because I did, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, I did hit Con up before I even told y'all about I hit Con up. I'm like, hey, trying to at least explain away some of this shit that I seen in this motherfucking report. Now Kia did do the normal what she do. She went into hysterics. I can't believe it. This can't be true. That's impossible. That's it. This ain't impossible, motherfucker. This ain't impossible. This in fucking black and white. This shit is in black and well, actually, it's in black, blue, and white, because they typed it up. They typed it's black, blue. There's a little red on this motherfucker from King and Queen County Sheriff's Office at 242 Allen Circle, Suite A, King and Queen, Virginia, 23085. Yeah, it was a couple of officers, a couple of sergeants. The reporting officer submitted by is a sergeant on this motherfucker, a chief on this motherfucker, and the final approval. Before, I mean, when I tell y'all they work on this motherfucking paperwork, there's not one motherfucking flaw in this goddamn paperwork that I can find. So to make it look like or make it seem like it could be they messed up. There's not, when I tell y'all, it's so many motherfuckers listed on it. They went through and double checked it. This motherfucker say even the final approval by William Balderson. They wrote up the motherfucker wrote it up. Is the motherfucker checked it? Is the motherfucker double checked it? Is the motherfucker triple checked it? And then Mr. William Balderson, he gave the final approval that everything was correct on this motherfucker. So that hysterics, that can't be true. This is impossible. That ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly. This was an unacceptable fucking lie. This was a unacceptable. Like, this shit was so fucking unacceptable. And it was uncalled for. It was uncalled for. You never even had to get on this motherfucker and do no fucking interview with Khan. You never had to fucking do that. And this just lends to Khan's credibility. This shit right here make Khan look so motherfucking crazy. Do you hear me? This shit make Khan look so motherfucking crazy. Like, you riding around here, you rolling around here back in this bullshit. It's like they looked at the motherfucking camera and said that her son was a product of fucking rape. Now, if that man is her son's father, they was fucking long before she motherfucking got kidnapped, months before. She said what it was. She got pregnant at 14, something, 15. 16. Listen, she was 16. Her birthday in March. I know her birthday in March because that motherfucker around my birthday time. Her birthday in March. She was 16 in July. She was 16. That means she had to be about 16 when she conceived this baby. She had to be around 16 or December. If she March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay, yeah. There is no way that she had her son in December and she wasn't 16 when she got pregnant. Ain't no way. You were 16 when you got pregnant. This shit is crazy to me. This shit is crazy to me. This is wild to me. I honestly, truly, and sincerely, I can't believe this shit. And I know why Khan don't report. I know why Khan don't report on Kia. I know why Khan don't report on Kia. And I'm not mad at it. That's loyalty. That's her friend. But at some point, you gotta say, damn hoe, that's fucked up. Damn hoe, that's fucked up. You run around here looking crazy behind this hoe. This and we painted everybody, any instance. Now this make me question every incident that Kia was in. And she played victim, and she played that crazy ass, shocked, bewildered, wilder. She can't believe this happening. This is crazy, yo. This is wild. I can't believe that ain't gonna work with this. And listen, I ain't no lie. Y'all know I don't lie about a motherfucking thing. Y'all know if it's the truth, it's the truth. If it ain't the truth, it ain't the motherfucking truth. Listen, I looked it up myself. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna scan this in and I'm gonna post it. That ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way you could come back and say, nah, that ain't happened. This ain't that. Or I know the truth. I know what happened. Listen, these folks ain't lied on you. You lied on that man. You lied on that man and said that man raped you and your son was conceived from rape. Your son. I mean, don't no child need to feel like they not conceived out of love. And y'all wonder why these niggas around here killing folks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, I don't know. I did reach out to Khan on the back end just a heads up. Now, I ain't reach out to her when I first got the information. I ain't gonna lie. I reached out to her yesterday because I hadn't had the information. And I started going through the paperwork yesterday, just adding up the dates, making sure there weren't any inconsistencies. Because I like to do my due diligence. I don't want to put nothing out there that ain't motherfucking true. This paper, I got a couple more downstairs. This just one. This one I was reading off of that I know got all the dates and don't got a lot of their information on it. It do got K Hill, which is this is the only report. The only report with anybody, victim, perpetrator, co-conspirator, any of that with the last name Hill. First initial K and a minor. This is the only incident. There isn't any other ones. No, not Connie calling out nonsense. Not Connie. Not when I say Con, I'm not talking about Connie. I'm talking about calling out nonsense. Oh, the back of my head itch. So there y'all have it. Like I said, it wasn't no dig. It wasn't no dig, and I know. I just feel like if I didn't report on it sooner or later, I didn't want to be seen as biased. Cause like it ain't nothing like, bitch, I don't got no dog in this motherfucking fight. The girl ain't never did nothing to me. But if I'm gonna be truthful, she told me once you get the FOIA request, put it out there. Boom. I got it. It's there. I actually got more than just this. But this is Connie's internet. I actually got more than this. Yeah. So, yep.